The slope of a line has an interesting relationship to the slopes of lines that are parallel or perpendicular to it. I'm going to tell you what that is right now. Welcome to Math Bytes. I'm Allison, and today we're talking about parallel and perpendicular lines. You can use the slope of a line to help determine the equation of another line that's parallel or perpendicular to it. So here's the relationship. Parallel lines have the same slope. That means either numerically they're equal, or if the lines are vertical. Now, what kind of slope do vertical lines have? Say it with me. That's right, they have no slope. Vertical lines are parallel to each other. They have no slope. Lines are perpendicular to each other if their slopes are negative reciprocals of one another. That means the product of those slopes will be -1. Let's do a couple of examples to see how this works. Okay, let's take a look at an example. I have the equation of a line here, y equals 3x minus 1. And I want to find the equation of a line parallel to this line that contains the point 4, minus 1. Okay. Parallel lines have the same slope, so our new line will have the same slope as this line. The slope of this line is 3. It's the number multiplying x. So the slope of our new line is also 3. So we can write the equation of our parallel line so far as y equals 3x plus b. Now, we're going to use that point that's on our parallel line to solve for b. So we're going to plug in x and y and solve for b. So we get -1 equals 3 times 4 plus b. That gives me -1 equals 12 plus b. Subtracting 12 from both sides, I get -1 minus 12 equals 12 minus 12 plus b. b equals -13. So the equation of our line is y equals 3x minus 13. This line is parallel to our original line and contains the point for -1. Okay, let's take a look at another example. We have our original line here, y equals 3x minus 1. Now I want to find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to this line and contains the point 6, 2. Okay, perpendicular lines have slopes that are negative reciprocals of each other. So our slope here is 3. The reciprocal of 3 is 1/3. So the slope of our new line will be -1/3. The negative reciprocal of the original slope. So far our equation is y equals -1/3 x plus b. Same thing, I'm going to plug in my x and y coordinates and solve for b. So I get 2 equals -1/3 times 6 plus b, and simplifying I get 2 equals -2 plus b. Adding 2 to both sides, I get 2 plus 2 equals -2 plus 2 plus b. b equals 4. So the equation of our line is y equals -1/3 x plus 4, or you can write it as -x over 3 plus 4. That line is perpendicular to our original line. One note here. Horizontal lines and vertical lines are perpendicular to each other, but the negative reciprocal rule doesn't apply. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Vertical lines have no slope. Doesn't make sense to talk about a negative reciprocal in either of those situations. So let's take a look at an example. I have the line y equals 3, and I want to find the equation of a line perpendicular to it that contains the point 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to graph this. Y equals 3 is a horizontal line through y equals 3. X can be any value, but y is stuck there right at 3. Now, I want to find a line perpendicular to this, so that will be a vertical line, and it needs to go through the point 4, 5. Now, vertical lines have an equation of the form x equals a constant, and that constant will be the x-coordinate of the point that is contained in your line. So the equation of a line perpendicular to this line that goes to the point 4, 5 will be the line x equals 4. Anytime you're dealing with horizontal or vertical lines, drawing yourself a quick little graph can really help make it a lot clearer, so don't be afraid to do that. It's really common when you're working with equations of lines to see problems exactly like the examples we did here. Find the equation of a line that's parallel or perpendicular. So understanding this relationship between the slopes is extremely useful. That's it for this episode of Math Bytes. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if there's something you would like to ask us, just send us an email. We're at contactmathbytes@gmail.com, and we will see you next time.